So I want to start with your kicker, because he's one of, I think, 6 perfect kickers left in Division II. And 2 years ago, he was 6 for 14 on field goals, and this year he's perfect so far, and knock on wood. But just what does it provide when you've got somebody reliable like that, I don't want to say fall back on, but you can rely on him?
Yeah, I mean, it's fun to be able to have him perform at this level. Mason's worked extremely hard. He's one of those seniors that chose to came back. He's a super senior, and he's just a great kid. He does the social media, the kick recorder. He's just an infectious type of personality. And he had a rough patch. I think it was probably those stats from a couple years ago weren't all on him. We weren't great with the process either. Kick, snap, hold weren't all together. I think you give credit for Aaron Castillo came in, our long snapper. Sam McGath has done a really nice job holding, and Mason's got a lot of confidence going out there and banging him through.
Mm-hmm. And then your team, obviously, homecoming doesn't go the way you wanted to. We talked kind of similarly last week about how you guys respond to adversity. So I guess what's been the message this week? How much are you changing things up when maybe the response to adversity didn't turn out as you wanted on the field? What's been the response this week?
I mean, the kids understand it's got to be week to week, and if you live in the past, you miss the now. So you can't. You got to move forward. And I loved Jalen Hurt's comment about taking a deuce. Sit there and look at it. You flush it, move forward. So pretty fitting for our group. That's going to be something that we'll talk about as well. But there's a lot of things to play for. We got Senior Day this week. More importantly, or just as important as the seniors, we got the Shrine Game, which means a lot to a lot of people in the program, and it means more than just playing a football game and you get to work with the Shriners. So there's a lot of motivation this week.
And this team could certainly use a win too. So how do you go out and do that, make that happen, and then how do you feel like that can get you back on track?
It just starts with day-by-day process, and winning clears a lot of things. You know what I mean? So you made reference to the volleyball team and getting the win and getting excitement. It's the same thing with us. You just go out and you build off and get some momentum. So I'm putting the past in the past and relying on the future, and I think the kids are doing the same thing. So we'll be ready to go come Saturday.
You kind of touched on this a little bit Saturday after the game. Same deal, 30 yards rushing is not going to get the job done. Kind of just talk about how important is it for you guys to establish the run game coming up here this weekend?
We just got to have some balance and trust it. I mean, we didn't give it a lot of opportunities either. I think the guys, we're younger up front, but there were some things that were there. Certainly Brandon's a really great player too, and we are going to throw more this year than we have in the past. But we got to be more balanced, and we got to control the clock a little bit. So just getting back to the fundamentals. You got to block through the whistle. The back's got to trust it, and everybody's got to trust it and stick with it. So that's the name of running the ball. It might be a couple yards here, a couple yards there, then you start banging, some 10, 15 yarders. So it showed up. We were able to do it at Mankato. We were able to do it at Sioux Falls at times. We just got to stick with it and trust it.
Minot State is still hasn't got a win yet. They're going to be coming here hungry for a win. Kind of look at the film this week. I don't know how much you've looked at it, but what do you know about Minot State, the other Beavers?
Yeah. They're kind of similar to maybe we were in 19 with some injuries. They lost their quarterback, which is a good player. It's too bad. But they're young up front. They got some youthfulness, I think, at all levels, which I think coupled with an extraordinarily tough task of facing Mankato, Sioux Falls, Wayne, and Augie, I think, is who they played. Same really non-conference schedules we had. So it was no joke. I mean, that's a tough schedule. But they're getting a little bit, they're getting some confidence. You can see things that they're trying to establish. They're really aggressive on defense. They do some things that no one has really seen in them ever, probably. So they'll create some issues that way. But the big thing is, they're hungry. I'm sure they're telling the kids the same thing. We got to be able to bounce back and look at what we did the last 2 weeks of getting beat. I'm sure that's what they're looking at as well.